y'all, good morning. It's Susan. It is Friday morning here. It looks like it's going to be a sunny day. It's beautiful, really, but that also means it's probably going to get close to 100 degrees. Ooh, I don't know about that. I have never done an actual plan with me video, so I think I want to try that today. We'll see how it goes. The first thing I'm going to do is show y'all in my little project book what I've got going on. I started this yesterday because I thought it would be fun. I've never done it before and I'd heard about it. Yesterday was the 11th and I made a commitment that I was going to declutter 11 things. Well, y'all, I started with shoes and I think I ended up getting rid of 13 pairs of shoes. Today is going to be makeup day because who really keeps up with expiration dates on makeup? I know I don't. I never have. But I'm pretty sure that anything more than 3 years old is not good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's probably rank at this point. And I know exactly what I've bought since I moved here. So I think I'm going to be able to dump everything else. But by golly, I'm counting all those pieces because, like, that may get me through half the rest of the month. We'll see. But anyway, so today my little note is declutter 12 items. Today will be makeup day. I put that in there. And the front book in here, I know I told y'all, is where I do my emotional journaling or just my honest rants, because I do that sometimes. I rant. In my personal book here, let's see what I've got today. Oh wait, that's not the week I'm on. This is the week I'm on. Okay. Tomorrow we have to take both of the cats to the vet. But today I know I need to refill my pill box. Let me write that on there. And my regular AM and PM routines. Let's see. And then I'll do the dark uniform laundry tonight. And I am posting a video today. It may be this one, it may be another one. So I'm still doing good with my no coffee and no dairy. I have not walked 3 times this week, but it's Friday. I can maybe do 2 walks tomorrow and a walk today, and that would get me 3, right? I have not finished sewing my shades yet because I got distracted by doing the declutter stuff. Most of these to-dos look like they're all done. Little notes, junk journal July decor and A6. These are just notes to myself about what shoes I knew I wanted to keep. And this is a little note about separating tasks from projects, because I've been really bad about writing things down in my planner and carrying it over from day to day for a month at a time, and then realizing that it's not really a task, it's a project made of many tasks. And if I write down 1 or 2 of those tasks, eventually the project will be done. So that's a good thing. There was something else in here I wanted to show y'all. I found this the other day. Instead of the way I've been doing a mood tracker, which has been just kind of, well, I can show you. My mood tracker just has things like, I feel stressed or calm or restless or tired or awake or thankful, love, peaceful, content, you know, down the line like that. But I kind of like this for an end of the week reflection and tracker on your sleep and your eating and exercising, and 3 things that made me feel good this week. I think, did I feel strong? Did I feel loved? Am I proud of myself? Did I feel fulfilled? I think this might be more in line with what I'd like to do, because every day I'm thankful, really and truly. Well, why do I need to put that here? I mean, I do need to remember that I'm thankful. I need to thank God for that. And that I feel loved, and that I'm optimistic and I'm positive. I don't really need to write that down every single day because those things are there. These are a little more in-depth questions, and I think I like that. So I am going to try to set something up like that for next month. or create a tip in for the end of each week with these questions, and have this on my tracker instead of how I've been doing it. I think I want to try that. And so let's see how I'm feeling today. Well, that's like I said, it's obvious. I'm calm, I'm awake, I'm thankful, I know I'm loved, I feel peaceful, I feel content, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop trying for more. I feel optimistic and I feel positive. So for my chores this morning, I have taken my this is my self-care tracker. I've taken my 4 o'clock medicine, my 8 o'clock medicine. I have brushed and flossed my teeth. I have washed and moisturized. I've bathed. I got dressed. I'm working on planners now. I did my Bible time, and I know I'll get my 4 jugs of water because that happens every single day. And the other things I do later in the day. So we can close that one up for now. In the household planner, that tracker, let's see what I've done. The girls were fed at 5:30. I put water in the ice machine. We're not doing coffee anymore. It's not trash day. I did the living room pickup. Laundry will be after Shannon gets home from work, and dishes and the litter boxes will be a little later after I do this video. Oh, today we're gonna do the 12-item declutter. And my regular daily routine, I still need to finish cleaning off a glass entertainment center because I want to put that out by the curb and give it away to somebody, and that will give us some more space in our little dining area and will force me to put some of my paint supplies upstairs in my studio. And my 12-item declutter. And then when Shannon gets home, I'll do the laundry, but that's on my tracker. I don't necessarily need to write it here. Let me see. Oh, I know what I wanted to do today. I have never done a planner decorating video. But I think I'm gonna do that today. Yeah, I gotta talk about this pen. I found this at Dollar General. This is not what I went for. I went to pick up something else just really quick. They had these zebra fountain pens for $1.99. I called myself looking for other colors and didn't find any, but this one works for me. It's kind of a fuchsia pink color and I like it. It's got me thinking I might want to order some from Amazon because I'm sure they have them there. I just don't know yet. Anyway, this one is my big planner. I told y'all I kind of consolidate my personal and household stuff into this one. And I thought it would be fun maybe to decorate this week while we just talk. Tomorrow we have an appointment to take the kitty cats to the vet at 9 o'clock. And y'all, I gotta tell you what they did this morning. Well, I can do this while I talk. I don't have to use my hands while I talk. I promise I can talk without hands. Maybe, we'll see. I can't find the end of the washi tape. How am I gonna do anything else, huh? They have their annual checkup and shots and everything tomorrow morning at the vet. Well, I'm glad of that. And I'm thankful for the internet because I love my kitty cats. I've pretty much had cats all my life. But these two are special. I have one that can't get enough of playing fetch. Like, literally, like a dog. She brings it to you, you throw it. She goes and gets it, she brings it back, and you throw it. And this can go on for an hour before she gets tired. The other one likes to have her belly rubbed. They were feral kittens, and she still has a lot of feral tendencies. But this morning, I got up and went into the bathroom, and the first thing I thought when I saw something on the rug was, why are red beans, dry beans, why are red beans in the bathroom? And then I remembered that, like, we don't even eat beans in our house because we're carnivore. Red beans are a carb. We don't do that. And in Louisiana, you can't eat red beans without rice. And so I know that's not happening in our house. Well, I bent down to look. Y'all, it was not a red bean. It was a supplement. Well, it was more than one. There was a handful of them on the rug in the bathroom. I came out and I was like, Shannon, what is this? And he looked on the counter and he's like, oh, potassium. The whole bottle is gone. I'm like, what? The whole bottle is gone. So I'm picking up what looks like red beans, but they're really potassium kind of gel caps. Picking up potassium. Picking up, Papa's put them in my pocket. Picking up potassium and trying to locate where the cats are, because it's awfully quiet, and like a toddler, when it gets that quiet, something's going on. Apparently they have a whole new agenda that I don't know anything about. I found them in the bedroom with more of the gel caps that were wet. I don't know if they were licking them and trying to figure out if they could eat them or what. So I got them, and I thought, well, June will eat anything. She's a gifted eater, little girl. I love it. She's not picky. But that also means that if anybody was going to eat this stuff, it was going to be her. So these wet ones in the bedroom, I'm thinking, well, maybe she ate them, and maybe she put them in her mouth and then spit them out because they taste bad or something. Or maybe, golly, maybe she tried to eat them and threw them up or something. I don't know. So I picked those up, and I'm online and I'm Googling about potassium and cats, because I don't really want to have to call the vet and tell them my cat got into the bottle of potassium and knocked the whole thing over and got them all out. But and they didn't quite get them all out, thank God. But I bet I threw away 15 or 20 of them that they had gotten out of the bottle. Anyway, and I did some reading, and I think we're fine. She goes upstairs to sleep on the cat tree in my studio, but I keep going upstairs to check on her, and I make sure they have plenty of water, and I kept her awake for a while, and I gave them a treat. So maybe if she did actually eat any of it and get it down, that'll help absorb it and get it out of her system. Anyway, yeah, that's what I had this morning. Cats eating potassium gel caps. And this is why God doesn't give old people like me babies, because they get into those things. Anyway, so I thought this month deserved the cat washi, because, yeah, especially, oh my gosh, look what I just did. Especially the little rude cat with the middle finger, because I feel like that's how mine look at me sometimes. They're like, they say it all the time. You're not my real mama. They say that. I hear them say it. I know they do. You're not my real mama. But look at that little cat. That's like my girls right there. That middle finger in the air. They like Kid Rock with that finger. Anyway, so this is next week. Oh wait, did I go past next week? No, I did. This is next week. This is for the next week. So I decided this week needed cats because, yeah. Now I also have, this gold would work with it. I tried to pull black and gold stickers that I could use. These are out of old Happy Planner tablets, pads, whatever you want to call them. And I may use the black and white stripe, but I won't use that orange because in spider webs, that's absolutely a Halloween sticker, no doubt about that. It's for Halloween, the ween of the hollows. The ween of the hollows. Anyway, I haven't been decorating a lot in here, so I think what I'm going to do is just kind of stick a little thing on each day. I may have to cut them down. Put a little sticker on each day. Why does that one fit and this one not fit? This one's bigger than that one. Is it? No, it's not. I think I'm just gonna, no, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna use this one for tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day we go to the vet. And today they got me feeling like this. So we're gonna put this one here for tomorrow. Why does it cover that up? I don't understand. Maybe I'll just turn it this way and put it down here just to decorate a little bit, to have something. Because I don't decorate that often, and I want to start doing more. And so then over here on Monday, because Monday is, excuse me, got a little choke going on. Shannon goes back to work on Mondays. I feel like Mondays are my day to get back busy, get to work, because I try to take care of chores during the week. And like even the laundry, when he comes home today, I will get those dark uniform pants in that laundry going so fast. And then, oops, I dropped the washi tape. Hang on, I'll be back. I'll get those dark green uniform pants in that wash quick, fast, and in a hurry. And then tomorrow morning, I'll get up and do the white uniform shirts with any light clothes that I have. And so Monday is my back to work day, because I like to be able to play video games with him, or if we want to watch a movie, or if there's a certain TV show or something we want to see. If he wants to go to Costco and spend an hour in there, which never happens. He goes usually after work before he even comes home on Fridays, because he gets off early and there's nobody there yet. And he just runs in and gets the butter and the meat for this week, and that's it. Anyway, so I try to be off for the weekend. Like, well, I'm always a little bit off in the head, but I try to be off work on the weekends. And I'll put this one right here. And then I still have room for notes down here that are things maybe that I need to move over to the next day or plan for the future. This is cute. I do like this other one, but I don't think it'll go with that metallic gold, and it's really, really pretty. I kind of want to save it for something else, because I could fussy cut around it and make something really pretty with that. I think that's what I'm going to do. And we'll skip over here, and let's put, let's get us some polka dots going on here. It looks like if I did it that way, I would want to write on the lines, and I don't want to do that. I want it to be fun. So it's going to be little sprinkles from the day. Little sprinkles. Sprinkle some happiness on the day. Or fairy dust. Pixie dust. Ooh, pixie dust. Polka dots. I love polka dots. And I have a doctor's appointment that day. So I'm going to reward myself with some polka dots over here on this day. Polka dots for having a good doctor visit. Actually, it's not even something you can do good or not good at. It's time for my annual colonoscopy, and before you go have the procedure done, the nurse has you come in and she goes over the instructions about food and all that kind of stuff, and how to drink the nasty drink. But then I figure, you know what, I put worse than that in my mouth. Surely I can do it, right? That's the way that's how I tell myself every time. I put worse in my mouth. I can do this. But, y'all, I want to talk to y'all about that too. I'm gonna be 58 this year, and I am doing a colonoscopy for the second year in a row. Before I had my first one last year, we're not going to use that because there's Friday. Before I had my first one last year, I had been using Cologuard, where it's gross, you poop in the little bag, put it in a little bucket at home and put it in the mail. And I always think how funny that would be if somebody was trying to steal a package and got a container of poop. But I always did that, and everything always came back fine. Well, last year, when I went to it's been a little more than a year ago, I went to the nurse practitioner that I see, and I was telling her about some things, like when I eat, I feel like my food doesn't go all the way down. I feel really full up in my chest, and it doesn't go away. I don't feel hunger pains, really. And it just, which is not a terribly bad thing, but it's something's not right, And so she decided it was best to go ahead and do a colonoscopy this year just to see things and do an upper GI. Well, I went in and I did the upper GI and found that I had some ulcers in my esophagus, and also a narrowing of the esophagus that should be dilated. And so I had a procedure. I had to go back after I took medicine to heal the ulcers. I went back and they did an esophageal dilation. And when they did the colonoscopy, they found some polyps, but I went back and the doctor told me what they were and showed me what it looked like and all that, and explained to me that they didn't seem alarming to him, but that he wanted to watch them. They grow really slow, because I was worried, or waiting a whole year, what if something happens? He explained that they grow really slow, or if he checks this year and there's been a significant growth or a significant number of increase, it might be something we need to worry about biopsy. And he didn't even biopsy them last year. All of this to say, y'all, it is so important. Just the difference I feel having healed the ulcers that were in my stomach and my esophagus, and having that esophagus dilated so that I don't feel like I'm choking in my chest all the time, has made such a difference in my quality of life that it is remarkable. Also, my grandmother had a history of colon polyps. She never had cancer, but bless her heart, every year when she went, they found more polyps. They would remove the polyps. And they go back the next year, check again, more polyps, remove the polyps. And then one of my cousins, her grandson, had colon cancer about 7 or 8 years ago. So this is my first cousin. So that's got me a little, probably a little more vigilant about this than a lot of people are. But y'all, whatever unpleasantness there is about drinking that nasty drink you have to drink, and spending hours in the bathroom, and getting naked in front of people and knowing they looking at your whole booty, I can promise you going through treatment for cancer is far more unpleasant, and I don't want to do that. So here I am. That's my story. I'm telling y'all a little bit. If you haven't had a colonoscopy done, talk to your doctor and find out if you should. If you have a family history, insist that your doctor get one done. Get it done. Y'all, there are so many ways to prevent and slow down growth and stuff like that that are right in our hands. And it can improve your life so much, and it can save your life. I'm such a huge proponent of, girl, get that mammogram done. I don't care if they squish my boobs into little pancakes and it takes me 3 days to get rid of bruises or whatever. I don't care. I promise you, recovering from mastectomy and going through cancer treatment is far worse than some bruises. And I always schedule mine in February. I used to do it on Valentine's Day, because I used to joke that if I get my mammogram done on Valentine's Day, at least I know somebody's touching my boobs, because you might not have a date, but somebody's touching your boobs. Anyway, that's how I keep up with it. But now I know that July is my month for all the fun things, because we have our colonoscopy in July. My youngest daughter's birthday is in July. My birthday is in July. I have 5 aunts and uncles from my grandfather's stepchildren. He has 5 stepchildren. All of them have July birthdays. And then the end of this month, I'll be seeing a gynecological oncologist for a second opinion about a hysterectomy. So that will be this month. So yeah, Mama got a lot going on in July. But I'm also focused on the decluttering and stuff like that, because I know that from reading, the hysterectomy recovery time can be lengthy depending on how they do the procedure. I also know that what they have found so far will likely make a laparoscopic procedure not an option. They'll probably have to go ahead and do the big incision and do it like that. And that's okay. I don't care how they did it. I've got scars from 3 C-sections. I don't care how they do it, as long as they can find out what is wrong and remove the problem, or we can move forward with whatever needs to be done to give me a long, happy, healthy life. Because I'm living to be 100. There's no doubt in my mind that I will live to be 100. And I'm not going to be 100 in a wheelchair in a nursing home. I'm going to be 100 picking weeds out my flower beds and having frozen drinky drinks and probably puffing on my vape. Well, I mean, they can't get more illegal than they are now, I don't guess. But and I'll still be dancing. I know that. I'll be dancing in my kitchen when I'm 100. I have no doubt. But I want to be a healthy 100. I don't want to be a sick 100. Anyway, so we are decorated for next week. As far as planning for next week, I know I've got a prescription to call and refill on Monday. I've got to get my clothes and my bag ready for the next day, because the day I go for that, when I go for doctor's appointments, I always carry a tote with me so that I can take some snacks and a water bottle with me, because sometimes you get there and you may wait an hour before you get to the back, and then you may be back there for an hour and all that. And I don't eat 3 meals a day. We do OMAD. Usually my one meal is in the evening with Shannon after he gets in from work. But I don't want to get caught out like that, because I will not eat anything from fast food or anything like that. Gas station food is very, very limited as to what I will eat from a gas station. So I always try to have some snacks with me that I can have that won't make me feel bad later. And that's silly. I'm a grown woman. I can have what I want to have. I can, but I know that I'll pay a price for it later. And it's not worth the price that I pay. Anyway, so tomorrow, we take the kids to the vet. Sunday, I'm off. I'm not doing anything Sunday that I don't want to do. I think I might read all day Sunday. Or I might sew. I really need to sew. I got off track. Anyway, this decluttering thing kind of came about. I had been hearing about it, and I kind of poo-pooed the idea, because I was like, I don't want to do that. That's a lot of work, and you gotta, I don't know, I want to do that. But then I started thinking, if I'm going to be down, like it tells you, well, I've got cataract surgery this month too. That's on the 22nd. And for a week, you're not supposed to pick up anything over 10 pounds. You're not supposed to cook or clean or anything for like 4 days, I think. So the best way for me to make that easier for Shannon is to declutter as much as I can before then. And then I also won't feel guilty while I'm in my recovery time about not doing things. I'm going to streamline things as much as I can, make things as comfortable as I can for him. And then if I have the hysterectomy, that's an even longer, more complicated recovery time. And I don't want to be laid up in bed thinking about all the things I should be doing. I'm trying to take care of all the things I should do now before that comes about. Anyway, so now you know why I'm doing the declutter. And yesterday just seemed like the perfect day to start. I don't know why. But we got decorated for this coming week. And I haven't been doing that. Y'all, these were some little 4th of July. Well, they were July stickers that were all geared toward 4th of July. I don't have any kind of washi tape. Oh, I do have some washi tape that can go with them. I found it yesterday when I did that little Western looking layout in my, oh golly, where is it? That little Western looking layout in my junk journal. This goes with that dark blue and kind of red color. I could use that. This color matches, but it's a rose for you. Have a nice day. I don't know. Happiness. I could do that. I could mix these two maybe. Anyway, so I think I am going to start kind of decorating this ahead of time, because I have not been good about that. Most of these pages, if you see, are just writing. A lot of writing, a little bit of stickers, a lot of writing, a lot of writing, a lot of writing, a lot of tip ins. I bought this book. I know I told y'all before. I got this on Poshmark for like $4 or $5, and was able to finally track down where it came from and found the exact same thing on Temu for 2025 for like $5 with no shipping, which I paid like, you know, $5.95 for shipping on Poshmark. But I like it. I wish the paper were white instead of cream, because liquid paper is funky looking. Look at the liquid paper. Liquid paper looks funky on here. And I know they make a cream corrective tape, but it's so, I don't know. It just seems expensive. I can't find it at Dollar Tree or on on Temu. I hate to buy it because I don't work, y'all. I don't bring any money into this home, and I hate asking Shannon, baby, can I have money? Can I have your debit card so I can buy some liquid paper? I feel like a child when I do that. Anyway, so I'm trying to use what I have. And I will work on this one and either show y'all next week, or I might just pull out my little washies that I want to use with it and see if I can find some more stickers and decorate with y'all. But I'm gonna get off of here now because I do need to get onto my chores. Today is Shannon's half day. I like to have everything done before he gets here so we can just relax and start our weekend early. I appreciate y'all. Leave a comment. If you have a channel, drop that in the comments so I can come watch you. If you have any feedback about colonoscopies and hysterectomies and all that, please feel free to comment, or, you know, comment and ask me for my email. I'll give you my email address. I'm not scared of that. They don't tell you where I live or anything. Man, I ain't scared anyway. I worked in a prison. There's not much I'm scared of. Anyway, just comment so I know y'all are watching, and let me know what you'd like to see. So today we did our first plan with me, which was really just a decorate with me, because I already had all my plan stuff written on there. But it was fun. I had fun doing that. I hope y'all did too. And I hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed, and safe weekend.